Dude, we didn't even touch on Fallen Angel, did we? I don't know why I couldn't find that picture. I don't know why I couldn't find that Fallen Angel picture from high school. Like, where the hell is it?
Well, you could have just scanned the yearbook.
That I don't have.
I have it right here.
A scanner or a yearbook.
I have both.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah.
Somewhere I have a photo that's like an aerial that's taken from like way back up high. I don't know if like Perry Davis got on top of the building and took it.
Really?
But you can see we have a good crowd over there at the stage while we're playing.
Oh. Well, I know there's that picture of you. You're jumping. You're literally in midair.
That is in the fucking yearbook.
That's in the yearbook. Yeah.
That's in my high school yearbook.
That's awesome.
and we had David Roach on the show, and I ran and got the fucking book. And
I saw that.
Yeah, I read. Yeah. He didn't. He was like, I did not write that in your. You sure as fuck did. I'm gonna go get it and read it to you. Totally busted him.
Yeah,
it was classic.
I remember hearing that podcast. And I was like, oh yeah, Dave. Dave brought the English beat and the specials and all that. The English ska stuff that was totally killer, man. I was like,
dude, that was so cool back then. Everybody was just turning everybody on to music. Hey, let's do a little sort of a shot of rock and roll while we still have you and we're still recording.
Let me take a leak real quick. Hold on.
Go do it. Go do it.
All right.
We'll wait for you, bro.
I'll sip my cold coffee now.
Yes, I like cold coffee. I had some today.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I talked to the guys, and they're. I got a big wow out of Art, so that was pretty good.
Okay.
Where's it at? Who's it with? And I'm not sure yet. I'll get all that information.
I think there's a venue called like Ragnarok or something like that here.
Ragnar's or something.
That's it. Ragnar's.
San Marcos, right?
Yes.
San Marcos.
Yeah, okay. That's it. Wow, you know more about it than I do.
No, I looked it up. I was like, where is this place?
Ragnar's, yeah. Yeah. And they've got an indoor and an outdoor. Mm-hmm. That way, if this scare is still going on, basically Igniter can pick which stage we want.
Oh, right.
Probably going to be the outdoor stage.
That's cool. Yeah.
Or if I can get some specs on the PA and lighting situation, whichever PA and light rig is better, is more pro, then that's the stage I'm going to want to be on, whether it's a COVID scare or not.
Right.
But the outdoor would be safer of a bet, a lot of space, right?
Yeah. Hopefully
that's logistics. It hadn't been decided yet.
I mean, it is December. Hopefully it won't be too cold, but that's fine.
No, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Leather jackets.
Exactly. I still have my leather jacket from the Ritz days.
Yes.
I can't zip it up, but I can wear it.
Right. I feel your pain, bro.
It's totally ripped over here and down here, and it's just
all you need is some patches.
Exactly. Precisely.
And a pair of pliers to get the needle in.
I've got some patches for you guys.
What do you have? Militia patches?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, show and tell. Here we go. Jesus Christ.
Let's see where
What?
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Perfect.
Awesome. Yeah, we were thinking, we'll sell these, and I'm like, you know what? By the time I give these out to my buddies and stuff, I'm gonna have 5 left. So.
Well, you can sell the 5.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever.
And you'll do fine. You could sell those for probably $8 or $10.
Yeah, like I said, I'd rather
people will buy them.
Yeah, whatever I have left, I'll sell, and I'll to you and Dave and let people.
So I'm gonna let Dave do this. This is basically I'll let Dave set it up for either Shot of Rock and Roll or like what got you hooked. Go ahead, Dave.
So, Mike, what is it that got you hooked on rock and roll? Was it an album? Was it a concert? Was it a band on television? An older sibling turned you onto their record collection? What's the moment that you remember where there was no turning back?
I would probably say, of course, like y'all discussed on many of the podcasts, it's always older brothers' record collections, and but I'll go back even maybe a little further. This was during AM radio, and I was just a little kid. I would probably say maybe 7 or 8, maybe. And what comes on the AM radio? Frankenstein by Edgar Winter.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
The jam.
You know, and then what follows that? You know, Only Women Bleed by Alice Cooper, and that was it. You know, I mean, and before I'd listened to plenty of other music, you know, whatever was on the radio, but the heavy stuff to me was Frankenstein and the Alice Cooper stuff, right? And so I'm like, oh, this is great stuff. So that's what got me rolling with rock and roll.
This is pre-FM radio.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was AM. Yeah,
this was AM. And then a little bit later, I'd say around 71, maybe 72, my brother had gone to California for basic training in the Marines and stuff. And when he came back with an armful of albums. It was a Three Dog Night live at the Forum. It was Grand Funk Railroad. And he had also Frank Zappa. I can't remember the name of the album, but I remember specifically him putting it on, and he played this one song, and you may know it. One of the lines is "Up Against the Wall, Motherfucker," right? And it's about, I guess, police brutality, and my jaw just dropped. I'm like, they can say that?
You were a little kid though, so
Yeah.
that's
Exactly.
You in
But I
the
was
head.
like, they can say that on albums, you know.
yeah.
I didn't know anything about free speech, so I was hooked. You know, I'm like this strange music, this Frank Zappa music, and you just add it all together with the Grand Funk and the Three Dog Night and all that stuff, and that was it. That's what got me hooked on rock and roll. You know.
Well, how old
Sounds
were
like a
you
good
then?
mix.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I was probably about maybe 6 or 7 or 8, one of those, but it was
Yeah.
pretty early. AM radio. You
Yeah.
know, that's what got me. It was especially the Frankenstein
Yes.
Edgar Winter song. That
So
was heavy.
what about like in I would find it hard to believe that the stories were not. I mean, our stories are very, very similar, Mike.
Yeah,
But you know, the skating rink. I would go to the skating rink and hear Frankenstein and
Yeah.
School's Out
yeah,
and Three Dog Night
uh-huh.
and all and you know and disco songs all day,
Right.
Disco Duck and all the silly stuff and
yeah.
and how about you? Was that a similar?
I don't remember going to roller rinks or anything
Okay.
like that. I just remember the radio specifically.
Okay.
And then later on getting albums of my own. My other brother ended up buying me Sgt. Pepper's. He bought me Sgt. Pepper's. He bought me Tijuana Brass.
Oh yeah,
Herb Albert.
Herb Albert. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Was it
what
whipped
the other
cream?
one?
Was it whipped cream?
No, it was the one where they're kind of standing in this field. I'm trying to remember the
Okay.
name of that one.
Yeah.
But he got me those albums. But the Sgt. Pepper one was the one that was really, you know, of course, mind blowing. Just like,
Yeah.
this is really creative, incredible stuff that these guys are doing.
Wow.
So
What do you think was your first like you know, what was your first Kiss record? Because I know you're a gigantic Kiss
Yeah.
freak.
it was Kiss Alive. Was the
Okay.
first one, the quintessential, and I learned about them through my cousin, who had a really kick-ass Alice Cooper poster on her wall. You know, me noticing back then, and she's like, "Hey, you should see these guys." She brought like the Time magazine and opened it up, you know, and there's these pictures of these guys. I'm like, what's it? You know, what is this? And yeah, they're called Kiss and blah blah blah. And that I was in search of Kiss, and I can't even remember how I got the album, but I got
Turned into
that.
Leonard Nimoy in search
Yeah,
of
and
Kiss.
and you know, for the remaining year or two, I was just staring at the cover, you know, opening it up, staring at the cover, turning it around.
Yeah.
It was hypnotic.
I always wanted to be one of the guys that was photographed on the back of that album holding up that banner. I thought that's like the ultimate honor, you know.
Yeah, I've seen posts of those guys that still they still have it and they're holding it.
Yeah.
Like
But I just thought, it's the iconic album by the iconic band, and it had a massive influence on me and all three of us and many more like us. And how cool would that be to be one of those guys on the back of that album?
Exactly. You could go, that's me right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you'd frame the album and turn it over.
Yeah. You might even sign it.
Yeah.
That would be a trip if those guys, I wonder if those guys have actually signed some copies of Alive.
I'll bet you there are people
have.
going, sign this.
Sure.
I mean, that's you, right? Well, then sign the shit.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what a Kiss freak I am. I want somebody that was in that picture in that crowd to sign my Kiss Alive album.
Yeah, the dude sitting down behind him smoking a cigarette. Hey, where's that guy? I want him to sign it.
He signs it and then draws a little circle around with an arrow pointing to his signature. Yeah.
Yeah.